An ongoing KXAN investigation, important for anyone facing decisions on how best to care for your aging loved ones.
Last night, we told you the state admits it made a mistake while investigating sexual assault allegations at a local retirement facility, Longhorn Village.
And now, because of our story, the Health and Human Services Commission is launching its own investigation to find out what went wrong. It oversees the Department of Aging and Disability Services, which is in charge of regulating care facilities like nursing homes. And new today, because of our investigation, that agency says it's going to review the past 2 years of abuse and neglect complaints it's investigated to make sure it followed Texas state law. The KXAN investigator Brian Collister uncovered all of this, and he's here now live to explain that law.
Robert, yesterday we explained that any allegation of abuse and neglect at a care facility like a retirement home must be reported to law enforcement. But our investigation revealed that did not happen in one case at Longhorn Village. Today we asked the Texas Department of Aging and Disability Services if it was going to now follow the law in this case. A spokesperson confirmed this afternoon it is, more than 2 years later, finally contacting the Travis County Sheriff's Office to report the alleged sexual assault of this woman, a resident in Longhorn Village in 2012. Since our story first aired, we've also heard from others who say they knew about this case.
I heard about it because everybody was talking about it.
Maria Chamon says she heard about an alleged sexual assault while working as a housekeeper at Longhorn Village in 2012.
What they said is we don't supposed to say anything. Well, they're very powerful. They're very prominent people living in Longhorn Village. Then they don't want to expose anything that's going on. Everything is perfect.
I was shocked. It was over a year since the situation happened, and that was the first I'd known about it.
This woman's family claims in this lawsuit their mother, who was ruled incapacitated by a doctor and judge, was sexually assaulted by a male resident described as a sexual predator, and the male resident's sexual activities were known to the administration, but nothing was done to protect his victims. Records related to a lawsuit claim the male resident had several sexual relationships with other dementia patients. In this state report from April 2012, the investigator says Longhorn Village's Director of Healthcare Services, Michael Little, said he investigated those relationships and interviewed all 3 residents and found they were all willing and consenting participants and none had any physical injuries. This male resident exposed himself to you.
Yes, several times. I knocked the door and I say housekeeping, and he says, and he went and opened the door. And I was like, oh my God, you're naked. And he go, well, it's not like you never see a man naked.
Now, I spoke to that male resident on the phone. He denies sexually assaulting any resident. We asked Longhorn Village today what is being done to protect female residents there, since the man still lives at the facility. And so far, they have not yet responded.
Well, that former employee you spoke with today says she was fired. Why was that?
Not for reasons having to do with this case, but we do know that other employees there who did speak up about it allege they were fired because they questioned this sexual assault case. You can still see that on our website at KXAN.com, that part of our investigation.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. We checked further and found the University of Texas alumni group Texas Exes has an agreement with Longhorn Village. It provides for a royalty to be paid to the Texas Exes based upon entrance and monthly maintenance fees. That was more than $1 million over 2012 and 2013. And remember, this story came to us through a viewer tip. We are here to help investigate your issues too. If you have a story, contact our tip line. Report it at KXAN.com.